Hello. Once again, I'm Dennis Brislawn from Brislawn Lofton. We're a law firm in Kirkland, Washington. I want to give you a couple quick pointers about estate planning. It concerns me greatly that in the 22 or 23 years I've been an attorney, that the statistics really haven't changed very much. The American Bar Association and other state bar associations around the country estimate that roughly 7 out of 10 people don't have an estate plan of any kind. I think that there's confusion about what an estate plan is. Look, an estate plan is a plan to utilize your assets for your own care and comfort during your life, and then to decide who will take custody of them if you're disabled, and when you die, you properly dispose of your assets so that they go to help the people and the causes that you care about. Now, there's a couple ways to do an estate plan, and I already told you the most popular one. Don't do anything. Doing nothing is a nightmare. First of all, you can imagine that all the people you love and all the things you care about are no longer in any kind of an organized fashion. A court may step in to decide exactly how things are going to occur. That's during death. Well, what if you just become disabled? What if you're in a coma? Do you know what a nightmare it is for people to act for you without legal authority? So look, a better solution is to do some kind of an intentional plan, and that generally involves a will-based plan or a living trust-based plan. Let me tell you quickly what these are. A will is essentially a formal letter with witnesses and done under state law. So it's got certain formalities. That is nothing more than a letter to a judge saying, Your Honor, I'm a goner. Here's what I want you to do with my stuff. Now, if you're married, there's various kinds of marital plans you can do. There's tax planning you can do. You can plan for kids. You can plan for pets. You can plan for your charity. But essentially, you need a will that is properly constructed under state law so that it's valid, that then becomes your mouthpiece. It tells the rest of us what you want to have happen with your assets after you're gone. Well, the good news is most of us live longer than we ever have at any other time in history. And so we really don't want to look just at dying. We want to look at living. While you're alive and while you're healthy, or at least while you're competent, you can direct how things occur for you. But if you become incompetent, legally incapacitated, you need a way to transfer power. Often that's done with a durable power of attorney. A power of attorney is a very useful tool, one of a number that we use in every plan we do, whether it's a will or trust-based plan. But with a will-based plan, the only thing that will transfer power properly to the people that you trust would be a power of attorney if you're legally disabled. A durable power of attorney is one that remains effective when you are incapacitated. See, most powers of attorney terminate if you are in a coma, if you're incapacitated, for example. So you don't want any old garden variety off-the-shelf power of attorney. It would be one that is known as durable. Now, you may be tempted to do it yourself. Just go get a durable power of attorney from a computer product or off the internet or at your local stationery store if they still sell them. The problem is that one size doesn't really fit all. And if you only name one agent and that agent is unavailable, you're stuck again. So what happens if you don't have a power of attorney or another solution to convey authority and you are legally disabled? We have a living probate, also called a guardianship. And it's a little trial or a not so little trial about who's going to be in charge, the extent of their authority, and over what. What of your assets are they going to be in control of? I don't like that solution very often. It's too full of potential problems. Many people prefer a revocable living trust as a better means of controlling their assets during life, during disability, and after they die. So what's a living trust? A living trust is a written agreement, call it a contract, between you as the maker, probably you as the trustee who's going to run it while you're healthy, and you and or your spouse and or your kids as the beneficiaries of trust administration. A trust, think of it like a lawyer's box that we're going to store things in. So sure, we do a title to your house, we do a deed to your house that puts it in the trust. We put your checking, your savings, and most everything you own into the trust. So it will say Dennis Brislawn Living Trust, for example, on the title to these assets. But I, as trustee, continue to run the trust for the beneficiaries that I've named in the trust. I don't have children, so my trust takes care of my wife and I. In fact, we have a joint trust. We did a trust together. We also have wills that back it up. We have powers of attorney that back it up. We have a marital property agreement. So whether you choose to do a will-based plan or a living trust-based plan, you're going to cover who is in charge while I'm healthy. That would be me, my wife and I. Who's going to be in charge if I become disabled? Well, I appoint my wife first, and then I have successors. Who takes over, and what do they do when I die? Even in a community property state like Washington, I have the right to determine where my half of the community property goes. So you can see that there's a lot of things to talk about. You may have complicating factors, such as a blended family. If you've been married more than once, if you have children by your current spouse, and possibly by a prior spouse, there are a number of issues to work through. Now, if you do the most popular plan, do nothing, you can see that it's going to be a mess. Why not give us a call or check us out on the internet? Our phone number is 425-803-9500. And on the internet, it's www.brislawnlofton.com. You can find us pretty easily. We can help you get to an attorney locally if you're not near us. But get this done, will you? It's for your own good and for the good of the people you love. Thank you.